Today I will be providing a demonstration of our Information Security Risk Assessment Workbook. Our workbook is designed to help you manage the information security risk faced by your organization. The first step in managing this risk is to identify the information and information systems used by your organization. Our department questionnaire can be sent to each business unit to gather these items. The questionnaire will capture the type of media used by the business unit, such as a loan file or server, the type of non-public information found on this media, such as a social security number, and any controls currently in place to protect the availability, confidentiality, and integrity of this information. An example of a control would be to store the loan files in a physically secure room. Once you've identified the information and information systems used by your organization, you may now identify the threats they face and the controls currently used to mitigate this risk. Using the information obtained from the department questionnaire, the employee or group responsible for managing risk within your organization will complete the Information Security Risk Assessment Workbook, which allows your organization to track information security risk in up to 15 departments. After selecting a department button on the main menu, enter the department name and transfer the information from the questionnaire to the appropriate fields in the workbook. Next, you will identify the threats to this information, as well as the controls currently used by your organization to mitigate the risk these threats bring. The drop-downs used to complete these fields are pre-filled with data. You may modify these fields by clicking one of the Add buttons or by using the Maintenance buttons on the main menu. Now that you have identified all the information and information systems used by your organization, as well as the threats to these items and the controls currently used to mitigate these risks, you may now analyze the risk taken by your organization. The Risk Matrix button on the main menu will compile the information from all the departments into one report. On this report, you will select the likelihood of each threat, as well as its possible impact on your organization. Using this information, the workbook will automatically determine the initial or inherent risk rating, which is the risk one faces prior to the implementation of controls. After assessing the design and effectiveness of the control or controls used to mitigate this risk, you will then determine the residual risk rating, which is the risk an organization faces after the implementation of controls. In addition, the risk matrix allows you to select the frequency in which the control is tested, how it was tested, and by whom. Once a residual risk level is determined, management may develop a plan to address these risks, either choosing to accept, transfer, or mitigate the risk using proper controls. That concludes our demonstration. Thank you for taking the time to preview our Information Security Risk Assessment Workbook. If you have any questions or would like to purchase a workbook, please visit our website at www.younginc.com/infosec or call 1-800-525-9775.